Street Scents. What's going on, everybody? Al here. Street Scents with
Luis Cavallo.
Luis Cavallo.
Ow. What is going on?
What's up, brother? How's everything?
Everything's amazing. It's summertime, finally.
Summertime. We're at a barbecue.
At a barbecue.
Not the Creed Boutique.
No. Definitely not the Creed Boutique. We're more casual today.
Yeah, the tires. So
yeah.
I'm used to seeing you in this suit.
Yeah. Jeans and t-shirt today, my friend.
Yeah. Hey, that's what it's all about. Enjoying the summer. How's your summer going?
It's going great. I've been really busy. I've been spending a lot of time in Miami with our new store there in Design District, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
And between that and Las Vegas and of course New York, you know, we've really been busy.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. You know, this time of year we get a lot of new faces, a lot of travelers coming to the States from overseas, and right away they're coming to the Creed Boutique. They're definitely mentioning Street Scents, and you know, they're coming in.
I respect that.
And they're coming in to try Viking and of course Aventus and the Royal Exclusives and everything that we have to offer, and seeing the, you know, the kind of service that we provide at the store.
That's awesome. So you're still getting the Street Scents thing?
Oh my God, every day.
That's awesome.
Every day.
That's awesome.
It's awesome. It's awesome. So thank you for that.
Oh, thank you, man. Luis is a big part of the Street Scents journey since I met you. All these years, I want to say thank you for all the time you put into being on Street Scents, all the videos, and the hard work we put into all those videos. Thank you. No, it means a lot to me.
It's my pleasure. You know, I have to say that, you know, you guys have been, you know, you've been on for such a long time, and you guys are the originators, the original.
Yeah.
You guys are really like the ones that matter. You know? And so
a bunch of guys here in the background.
Yeah, exactly. All the guys here. I mean, you guys are the ones who really kick this thing off, right? And so it goes to show you that now, years later, it wasn't just a fad. I mean, you are passionate about what you do.
Oh man, yeah.
You know, you're passionate about fragrances. It's a part of your life, and I think that you know, all your followers and all the newcomers can definitely still see that, and you're keeping it fresh, which is really cool. And so it's awesome. It's awesome to see, you know, and for us to meet years later, all of those guys here again.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody's still going strong.
Rocking.
Everybody's still going strong. We're still rocking, and you know, and enjoying every day.
Here's to another eight more years.
Absolutely.
8 years we know each other, so another 8 years. 8 years from now, we'll be back. Hopefully another barbecue and do another video.
Yeah.
We'll be 16 years in.
Let's do it at my house next time.
We'll do it at your house next time. We're at Steven Redolescence's house today. Steven Redolessence invited us to this barbecue. Thank you. Big shout out to Steven. He's in the background, getting ready to do a video.
Yep.
Got all the guys here. Carlos is here. Freddie's here. Mr. Sillage is here. All the guys are here. We're having a good time.
Absolutely. And again, Steve, thank you so much.
Steve,
thank you for the hospitality.
1 second. Let's get him in here.
Here he is, everybody. The man, the face.
Guys, how's it going?
Redolessence.
Guys, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate that.
Thank you for having us.
Of course.
Thank you so much for
coming.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, we're having a good time, eating some food, shooting some videos, having a couple of drinks, but
that's what it's all about, man.
Yeah,
that's what it's all about. What were you saying about how we've been, doing this for so many years, and here we are, still rocking?
Yeah, you guys are still rocking. You guys are the originators. I mean, you guys are really the ones worth watching on YouTube. I have to say.
I appreciate
Thank you so much for that.
I enjoy the new videos, and you know, you guys definitely bring knowledge, and I definitely can see also the growth and everyone's vocabulary. You know, the way you guys describe fragrances, but
you learn.
You know, it's
as you go.
As you go. I mean, it's experience.
Yeah, it's true.
As you smell, you know.
That is true.
It's kind of like when you see like these food guys, you know, on TV, how like they eat something, they're like, that's crying. You know, they can describe the food. You guys describe this fragrance is like pretty amazing, and I think you guys give the viewers at home a really good description, and you guide people whether they should buy it or not. Because you know, money is valuable, and so let's spend it on the right things. And so you guys definitely like do a service.
He's really good at that. So his reviews, he breaks down fragrances.
Thank you so much, man. But I gotta say, you were around a lot longer than I was. So I actually got into this watching your videos and Mark's videos, J.R. Ryder. I know you were mentioning him recently on Instagram, and all of these guys. It was just, wow, it really turned me on to the world of fragrance. And there's so much to discover, guys. There's so much out there, so many options you wouldn't even imagine. Yeah, man.
Awesome.
Thank you guys for coming. Really
thank you, man. Thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Awesome, Steve. And I have to say, if you guys don't know at home, but Steve makes a ridiculous hummus. I'm like overdosing on that stuff.
I still gotta try it.
Yeah, you know, and you know, as I'm hearing Steve now, and you know, you're like, oh, what's to come? And yeah, like all these fragrances to come, you know, maybe an idea. Let's go backwards. Let's maybe like review some of these old fragrances that were maybe monumental at one time.
I love that. I love that. You know, I did a top 10 old school fragrances.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I want to continue doing that.
Well, how far did you go back to? Like 90s, 80s?
I went back to some 80s, like Drakkar.
Okay. Oh, Drakkar Noir.
Yeah, Drakkar Noir.
Yeah.
Guy LaRoche.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
that's awesome.
And 80s. And Fahrenheit.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and Cool Water.
Yeah, I mean, I think like mid 80s through 90s, I mean, that was an explosion, especially in, like men's fragrances.
Yeah.
You know, I mean.
Did you wear Drakkar?
Of course.
Eternity?
Eternity, of course.
So you were one of those guys, like myself.
Yeah.
When the new release came out, you had to get your nose on or you had to buy it.
I think really when I was like 16 years old, I discovered fragrances like that would make me like, you know, cool. And this is Steven's closet behind me. You can see all the fragrances.
Yeah, Steven has an amazing collection.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Last time we did a video was the Viking Street Scents episode.
Yeah. So Viking, you know, really took off. It's been a great addition to our collection. You know, Viking is Viking. Viking is really, you know, for the man who goes against the grain. And so it's doing amazing. I've been wearing it pretty steadily. I also love it. So it's cool.
To me, fragrance is a journey. It's like I'm always looking for the next fragrance. What can I smell?
Yeah.
You know, so many Aventus clones out there. You know, Aventus clones. You get your nose on some of those?
I smelled a couple.
You smell a couple?
I smelled a couple. You know, listen, it's all cool. I just think that if you're gonna have various fragrances, get the original stuff.
Yeah.
If you want to smell like Aventus, get Aventus.
Yeah. Of course.
If you want to smell like Koros, get Koros.
Koros.
You know?
Yeah.
I had to throw an old one.
Yeah, old school. But I was gonna say, with the journey, I have so many Aventus clones. And when one comes out, I get excited. Why do I get excited? I'm like, yo, I gotta get that cologne. And I smell it, I'm like, wow, it smells like Aventus, but when I go out, what am I reaching for?
The real deal.
I never really wear it. I mean, I do wear the clones, so I guess, to test it out or wear it to, like, when I'm gonna run to the store or to work or whatever, but I really don't wear them that much, I'll be honest with you.
You know what's really funny, Al? And it's happening again. Everywhere we go, Aventus seems to be like always the end subject.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's really a fragrance. It's a monumental fragrance.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, every once in a while there is a monumental fragrance that comes out. You know, like back in the day it was like Poison or like Opium and Chanel 5 and like Aventus. And you know, I meet people all the time and it always turns out to be the conversation. People love Aventus. It's unbelievable.
It's true. It's crazy.
I mean, but as you know, Creed has such a wide array of fragrances that we have a lot of good ones. You know, I'm wearing Pure White today, as you know.
Yeah.
And that's one of my also to-go-tos.
Yeah. Pure White is a great fragrance.
Yeah, especially, you know, in New Jersey, on a day like today, it's perfect.
Barbecue.
So barbecue time.
Barbecue,
so it's fresh, but it still has that level of luxury. Love it. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Last fragrance that came out was Viking, so we're gonna wait till something else happens before we do. You got to come back on Street Scents.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I know we've talked about it. I know your viewers always ask.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Like when are you guys going back to Creed?
Yeah.
And you know, again, we don't release fragrances that often, you guys. And so when we do have something new, we'll have Al and the whole Street Scents team come out and we'll do something else, you know, nice and fresh.
Yeah.
But in between, I mean, you know, we're still rocking all the good stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you know, it was 7 years after Aventus that Viking came out.
Yeah, wow.
So, you know, we're still waiting. Mr. Creed and Irwin, they really take their time.
Come on.
The sourcing.
Come in.
Oh my God.
Come in.
And here comes our prop person.
Let him come in, Steven. We're at Steven's barbecue. Come in, Steven.
Hey, what's up, guys?
And what's in your hand, Steve?
I heard Aventus, and I was walking down the block just casually carrying my Aventus as I usually do. I figured I would jump in the video. Yeah, what's up, guys? Talking about Aventus.
I mean, usually I have a sample, but man, Steve, you're killing me.
2-in-1 package deal.
Wow.
Yeah.
What lot is that? And I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I don't even know, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Steven, thank you for having us, man.
Yeah, man, of course. My pleasure. Thank you so much for coming.
I don't think I'm in the camera.
You knew I was going to invite you.
I appreciate it. I'm not in the camera, but you're gonna hear my voice. You guys, it's all good. You guys are on the camera.
Hey guys, just so you know, I've been overdosing on Steve's hummus. It's amazing.
Thank you so much, man. Too much garlic though, right?
No, I love it. I love it.
Cool,
Too
man.
much garlic.
Good.
You know, vampires are out there, so.
Gotta stay protected. I didn't want a video bomb, so I'm
No, we want you.
You sure?
Yeah, everybody gotta be in the video. Yeah, man.
Right,
This is just us, you know, we're just having a good time, right?
Yeah.
There's no topic here. It's just freestyle. Street sense freestyle.
Live from Jersey.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny because I was telling Louis this off camera that he sold me my first Creed.
Okay.
And I remember going to the Creed boutique and I bought the Millésime Imperial. And you actually made that recommendation because I said I'm going to Florida, and you said, oh, then you got to get Millésime Imperial. And I was this close to buying Aventus because everybody was talking about it. Bought it, wore it all throughout that summer, love it. Now every time I smell it, it reminds me of being on a cruise ship, being in West Palm Beach, Florida. So it's amazing. And
That's
then
awesome.
since then, I've gone back to the Creed boutique many times. I bought original vetiver there. I bought a bottle of Aventus there. So thank you, man.
Oh, that's
Thank
awesome.
you for turning me on to
I
a
love
lot of
hearing
these
that.
things. But you said, well, tell me a little bit about yourself. And then I started telling you, well, I'm a teacher. During the summer, I go here and there. And then you said, well, you know, it's going to be a warm climate. Why don't you pick this up? And then you started telling me about the story and how it was made for the King of Saudi Arabia and his entire court. And I'm like, man, I got to check this stuff out. And sure enough, I ended up really loving the smell. Since then, I've talked about it on camera.
A thousand times, right?
A thousand times. And to this day, I still wear it. You know, and I have,
That's awesome.
I have the gold
Oh,
bottle,
yeah,
but
love
the
it.
original.
Oh, the 4-ounce
The
gold.
original.
Yeah,
the
because they
4-ounce
re-released
gold.
it.
Yep.
Yeah, now it's all gold now, right?
Yeah, now they're all gold again.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But it's a different size, a different shape. So
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
we have the new shape like this, but they're all gold. And amazing.
So this is the
Amazing.
new one, 3.4, and here's the old one, 4-ounce.
So how many?
I think this one looks sleek though.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely more a modern. I think this new look takes us into like the new century of Creed. You know, I mean Irwin, you know, is a younger guy. I think, you know, he probably had his hand on the designing. I'm not really sure, but it's definitely more of a modern look.
Yeah.
For sure. I love it.
Yeah, and it fits well in your hand.
It's almost
Yeah.
finished. Look at that.
This is my, I think, 4th and 5th bottle.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I run through it pretty quickly, but I love wearing it to work. It's
That's
such
awesome.
a staple for me.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
And a lot of it is timeless too. So
Yeah.
it's not like we're gonna get bored of it waiting for the next thing to come out.
No,
I'm never
correct.
gonna get bored of this. I'm not gonna get bored of it.
I never get tired of a compliment.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
You know, that's the thing. And I think that this turned into an Aventus video.
Yeah,
Oh my God!
kinda did.
Again, right?
Hey,
It's so funny.
Let me say one thing. For Steven to have 5 bottles, right?
Of
with
one
that
fragrance.
collection that he has.
Correct.
And I see this empty. That's saying something.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Steven's collection is.
It's sick.
It's sick.
Again,
Thank you.
we're standing live in front of Steven's closet right here.
Yeah.
That's
So
fine.
that's saying something. If I see empty bottle of Aventus, and this is like your 4th and 5th bottle, so the other 3 are empty. Done.
Yeah,
So
completely done.
That says something.
Yeah,
But like
that's
you
awesome.
said, it became an Aventus video.
That's awesome. I mean, but there's a lot of great fragrances out
Yeah.
there.
No,
You
it's
know,
all
just
good, it's all good.
Get out there and smell. But I mean, but that's the thing. You know, your job is important. Your job's important. What you're doing for the community is great because you have people who a lot of these fragrances are out of reach, and maybe they have to order it from online, and so you give them really a good opinion and a good path to take, whether they should spend $400 on a fragrance
Sure, yeah.
or not, because $400 is still $400, right?
Yeah.
So I think people today need guys like yourselves to kind of just break it down, be real, and not really just settle for the commercials you see or the magazine strip you may read in the magazine.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the strategies of these big brands, right? And then I think now, but people really want to hear an opinion from someone that they trust. And I think after all these years that you guys are on YouTube, I think you're definitely trustworthy,
Yeah.
right? I think all you guys, you know, Carlos, everybody.
Thank
And I think that this is why you guys are successful. This is why you're still in business today, is because you guys have to follow because you're trustworthy. And people want to know,
Yeah.
should I really buy this? Is it gonna work for me? And so keep doing what you guys do.
Yeah, and
It's
at
awesome.
the end of the day, they purchase it they wear it for themselves, and they see how much it works.
Yeah.
And how well it works for them, and what it's capable of doing. So
yeah,
that's awesome. I feel really bad. You're not in your own video, man.
No. I'm there.
I see you right there.
I'm there. It's all good. It's all good. We're good.
We're getting closer. We're all boys.
I see myself. We're there.
All right then.
Cool.
That's awesome.
But yeah, man.
Shout out to Mark back in Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. What's up, Mark?
Yeah.
But again, we're hanging out with Steve in his backyard.
Thank you so much, man.
Anytime,
Al.
man. My pleasure. Of
Thank
course.
you for having
Thanks
us.
again for coming,
Steve,
brother. Really appreciate
of course.
that. I'm sure
Thank
I'll
you for
see
having
you
me.
again soon.
Absolutely,
Anytime.
always.
You got it.
Next barbecue is at his house.
Yeah, you guys come down to
Count
my
me in.
house. Well,
Sign me up.
definitely.
Next barbecue is at Lewis's house. Anybody want to come? Send it. Comment down.
Address is gonna be down below. Oh no, hold on a second. My wife will kill me.
You have a lot of people. Yeah, but this video became an Aventus video. That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, again, when Creed for a long time, there's been many faces of Creed. Green Irish Tweed, Imperial Original Vetiver. I think now the face of Creed is really Aventus.
Yeah.
Like people really associate those two names together.
Yeah.
And so I meet people in Vegas, for example, and I say, oh, I work for Creed. They're like, oh my God, Aventus.
Yeah.
And it kind of like, oh my God. And it kind of like sparks. And they're like, oh my God, it's the best fragrance I've ever had. And I've gotten so many compliments. And it's so crazy, like the reaction and the excitement that, the people have, with a fragrance. And the attitude it gives you confidence.
Yeah.
It feels like,
You feel like the man.
it feels amazing. It feels amazing. So it's not just a fragrance.
Yeah.
I mean, it becomes a part of your work life. You work better. You study better.
Yeah, it's overall.
You talk to people better.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's just it's a cool thing. And it's just it's just what a fragrance does.
Yeah.
It's just actually what the right fragrance and the right person does.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
I mean, you summed it all up. When I wear Aventus, I feel like
awesome.
I feel like I'm on top of the world. And when I get low, I feel like
yeah.
That has to be in the collection.
Yeah.
Yo, Carlos.
So
Carlos. Come on, stop by. Let's have Carlos come by.
Absolutely.
Let's keep the video rolling. Let's make it a
Street Sense calling Carlos.
Yeah. Street Sense calling Carlos. Carlos.
Coming, I'm on coming. What's going on? Hello, gentlemen.
Carlos. You
How
all
are you?
know
Hello.
Carlos. Brooklyn fragrance lover.
That would be me.
How's everything, Carlos? Thank you.
Thank God. Very good. Hello.
Just want to have you on and say what's going on. How's everything? How are you?
Everything's great. Busy. Shooting a lot of stuff with Steven. Always working hard.
Yeah.
But I go on vacation this Thursday for 11 days.
Wow, great.
Awesome.
I'm going to Miami to do an event with Beauty Meow and Big Beard Business.
Yes.
See my mother. I'm getting Mama on BFL this time. I got to think of a topic.
Okay. Cool. That's cool. All right.
We'll have Mommy smell Aventus.
Yeah, absolutely.
For real?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. She never smelled Aventus.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
What do you think? I think she'll like it.
I think she will.
Yeah. Maybe a bottle of Florissimo, I'm thinking. Florissimo.
I love that one. But I also love, I own Gardenia.
Oh yeah, for the Gardenia, yeah.
And I wish I owned the one that Jen wore on her wedding, Aqua Fiorentina.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
That's a good scent.
Bright and sparkling.
Yeah. It's a very good scent.
Yeah.
So Aventus, how many bottles of Aventus do you own? You have.
I own one.
Okay, one. You didn't finish.
I haven't. I gave one to my brother.
Oh. Okay.
And then I got another one. And I've had a lot of the cans.
So that's two.
Years.
I'm counting two.
Yeah, that would be two.
So what do you think about Aventus? I mean,
I love it. I just love the way it smells. I love the way it smells on others. I love the way people respond to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never seen a well, I have. Green Irish Tweed has surpassed Aventus for me personally as a compliment. Get it?
Green Irish Tweed's past Aventus.
Yeah.
Okay. I respect that.
It happened at 4th of July barbecue at my brother's house. I put some on, and like everybody's wife was asking me, "What you wearing?" I got to get that for my husband.
And it was Green Irish Tweed.
No, it was Aventus.
Oh, Aventus surpassed Green Irish. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Because I just recently got Green Irish Tweed within the last year.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Aventus now is on top of the Creed list, right?
I wasn't the biggest Creed fanboy in the beginning.
Okay.
But I've grown to love the house for what they do, and yes, I like Viking as well.
Okay.
I don't own it, and if you're a woman, you should try it on yourself because Beauty Meow, I was visiting last year. It smelled amazing on a woman, like
Really?
stunning. I have to say.
Wow.
So
Okay. Wow, Viking on a woman. I never.
Yeah, I mean,
thought
we
that.
have a lot of ladies that wear some of the
men's fragrances.
kind of sense. Like, you know, Royal Mayfair, you would think it's really a men's fragrance. I mean, I want to say it's definitely universal. We have a lot of women that wear it.
And Royal Mayfair is categorized as a woman's fragrance or as a unisex fragrance?
Well, it's the fragrance that was made for the King of England in 1936.
So, okay.
I mean, it was made for a gentleman.
Yeah.
But it has roses and it has a little bit of eucalyptus.
Yeah.
And I think the combo of those two ingredients give it almost a tuberosy gardenia feel. And so in a woman, that floral note is really nice.
What do you think about Royal Mayfair?
I don't know that one. Of all the creeds,
Windsor / Royal Mayfair.
it was okay. I don't think it blew me away.
Okay.
I maybe found it just a little stuffy.
Okay.
Too rosy.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
it wasn't my style.
Yeah.
I prefer fun and playful.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fragrance from 1936, made for one person. So the demographic is very short. It's not a fragrance made for the masses. It was a custom-made fragrance that was released to the public for them to see again.
Yeah,
But the people who love it. Like, I know quite a few people who genuinely love the itchy out of it.
Yeah.
So,
And fantastic.
When you meet up with Big Beard, what are you guys gonna talk about?
I don't know. I just sent them an email. You better answer my email because I don't know what we're doing. We'll think of something.
Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna come up with something. Awesome.
You know his work, right?
Of course, yeah. Big Beard, yeah. I'm a big fan of his as well.
All had a beard.
Yeah. Big Beard's a great reviewer. I don't think
He's
he's on the rise. Yeah.
on the rise.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you
That's
for
great.
having me on.
Awesome.
I shall
Always a
say goodbye.
pleasure to
Thank
see
you.
Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, man.
See you at the event on Wednesday, hopefully.
Yeah, of course I'll be there. Thursday.
Take care,
Thursday.
guys. Yes.
Thursday. I'll be there.
From the Molly.
I will be there. All right, we're keeping it rolling.
And
right?
we're back in Steven's closet.
Let's get another guy. Yo, Chris. Let's get Chris and we'll get Freddie, and then hopefully This is my man Chris, Mr. Sillage.
How's it going?
What's
Thank
up,
you for
brother?
having me, Alan.
Of course,
Thank
man,
you.
of course.
Look up to you for a while, so to be on Street Sense finally.
This is like
holy crap. Jesus, like it's,
Mr. Sillage, straight from Philly.
I said when I was invited here that it feels like being invited to the big adult table during Thanksgiving from a teenager. That's exactly the feeling I got.
That's
and
funny.
stand amongst giants like you guys.
I appreciate it. Yo,
No problem.
I want to say last time I met you, and ever since then I've been watching your videos. And I want to say, yo, you've been
Thank you.
killing it, man.
Thank you
Seriously,
so
you've been killing
much.
it.
That means-
Content is awesome.
That means so much. Thank you.
Keep up the good
from you
work,
guys.
man.
Thank you. That means a lot. I'm humbled to hear that from you. Really am. Really am.
You're doing your thing, man.
Thank you.
You have to watch
Very
his
cool.
channel. This is Sillage.
Absolutely.
He's got a lot of great content, a lot of original ideas. He's just, doing his
A
thing.
little crazy, but
That's what makes it interesting.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
well, I
thank
mean,
you.
that's cool. I mean, listen, you have to be a little bit crazy to be artistic, right?
Yeah.
And
Original.
creative comes from craziness.
Yeah.
Right?
Nice. I like
Original.
that.
But that's
I like that.
That's the thing. So there's a fine line between genius and nuts.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
And so depends on how you look at it, right?
I might have to use some of these sayings for my video.
Hold on a second.
I'll credit you. No, and I totally agree. And that comes down to fragrance even. The most artistic ones sometimes come from the most eccentric kind of people. Sometimes.
Correct.
I
Correct.
mean, and it's done when it's done right. Art in a bottle can be really expressive of an individual person, and I love that about fragrance.
Yeah. I mean, well, you have to be creative and you have to be different, and that's how things get created.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, everybody be wearing black and white.
Yeah.
And it's just how it is.
Everyone wants to smell
So-
like everybody.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
This is what we're here,
Exactly.
right?
What do you think
So-
about Aventus?
Aventus, it was my first niche buy.
Oh, wow.
It was the thing that opened that door. That thing that really got me in.
The hook.
Super versatile. The hook.
Yeah.
It was super versatile, super mass appealing without being a mass appealing with a negative connotation. You know what I mean? Sometimes you hear mass appealing and you have a negative connotation. Mm-hmm. This is mass appealing, and it broke the mold of what we kind of expect for niche fragrance. It made it more acceptable to collect niche. It opened doors for people. It opened doors for me, and I love that it has done that. I wear it often. Batch hype and stuff like that, I get it. But I just enjoy the fragrance in general. I enjoy
they all smell similar.
Yeah. All good. All good. Really enjoy wearing it.
That's awesome.
So many clones out there too.
Yeah.
But,
And, you know,
but what are you gonna reach for? The clone or the original?
The original.
You're going to a special event. What are you reaching for?
the original.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, of course, I'm gonna say the original.
You better say the original. No, just kidding.
No, but
no
really,
pressure.
no. I always, with the original, it's that art. Everything else is a photocopy of that. And photocopies wind up, as the more and more you photocopy something, it becomes less and less.
It's blurry.
It's blurry. And the original is just that crisp original thing, and that's what I enjoy about it. So I love it.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
That's
Another
cool.
Aventus guy here.
Most definitely.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of good fragrances.
I still want to be niche. I still want to be appealing. And Creed is we talked about this. The Aventus is done reach. I love what you would call it, Vetiver Geranium. Vetiver Geranium is incredible. I enjoy that one as well. And Creed just has these mass appealing scents that aren't that mass appealing mold. That's what I enjoy about it.
Well, you know, it's good ingredients, great technical ability through master perfumer. Made through a 4,000-year-old infusion technique.
Imagine.
You know, over 250 years, spanning 7 generations.
I can't.
It's hard to beat. I think, you know, we're pretty much the original niche.
Yeah. And like I said, for a brand to bring so much into, like I said, it brought me into the niche realm. I wouldn't have known the niche realm if it wasn't for Creed. I would have just been staying. Not there's anything wrong with designer. I love designer too.
Absolutely.
But the more that you go into the niche realm, the more and more you fall down that rabbit hole.
I think people come in and out also.
Yeah, of course.
People come in and out. You fall in love, you try something new, because we're always on the search of, you know, the Holy Grail, the Fountain of Youth, right? We're like all Indiana Jones here in this kind of like journey, right? And so we go out, but I think you always come back in.
Yeah.
You know, always come back in.
There is some designer fragrances that do smell very like niche, like high quality too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There is some, like, you know, you'll be surprised.
Yeah, and there's some niche that smell very designer. You know, but either way, it all comes down to what you like as an individual.
That's true.
You know,
Absolutely.
I can like something that someone would totally hate, and you know what? That's sort of the beauty of what we were talking about earlier too. That's the beauty of like who wants to all be the same.
Yeah, it's true.
Who wants to all be the same?
Yeah,
that's what I do.
I've smelled some niche fragrances that smell like plastic, or like, you know, like you're sitting on the. Remember back in the days, the couch with the plastic on there, like that. Like a plastic kind of smell.
Yeah.
I'm from Staten Island, so I know all about that too. So I was originally born and raised in Staten Island.
Plastic on there.
Yeah, I know what that's
You can't wear shorts because you're like stuck on there.
I always want to know how that plastic, like how do they put that on there?
It's like shrink wrap with a blow dryer.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. That's going back.
Yeah.
It used to have a funky smell to it.
Yeah. It made that crinkle noise.
If you were shorts, you thought you were sticking to.
And if it was old, you get like those little like pricks on your, like it was cracked and all that. You get the little pricks on your leg.
Wow. Going back.
That's awesome. But
I was saying, some niche fragrances smell way out there though. I mean, they try to get artsy. I respect that. I see where they're coming from, but it can be a little, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know,
challenging.
I think there is a circle of acceptance. It's really what you're saying, and some companies kind of like fall out of that circle where you kind of have to be an artist, a musician to kind of pull these things off. It's kind of like wearing a fur coat in the summer.
Well,
you know, like if you see Lenny Kravitz right now, it's 90 degrees outside and he's wearing a purple fur. You're like, oh my God, that's Lenny Kravitz. He looks awesome.
Yeah, that's true.
But if I rock that, they're like, look at this nut.
and then you got companies, you got companies like Atelier d'Orange that have like ones that they're coming out now that smell like actual trash. They have a fragrance that they just released that's gonna smell like garbage. They have Secretions Magnifique.
Well, that
they
I'm familiar.
have another one that's supposed to be smelling like ham and macaroni and cheese that's coming out. Atelier Orange is doing some things that break in the mold, but
they have the Cheetos fragrance.
Burger King has one too.
Whopper, right? It smells like a Whopper.
Burger King has one.
I mean, I think that the best company that does like really thinks out of the box and that kind of thing is Comme des Garçons.
Yes.
I mean, they think out of the box, but they're wearable.
They're one of those
Right.
super designer. They were designer, but they're niche quality. And the thing is, they're one of those uber designers right now that are big. So I think they know that they can be impressionable and could tweak things up to challenge people a little bit. You know what I mean?
I mean, I remember they had a series, where it had like garage and tar and gasoline and all that.